Unlike the producer price print on Wednesday, which suggested lack of inflationary pressures, the more important consumer inflation data released yesterday dashed any hopes of lower inflation. As such, the fate of next week's FOMC is mostly sealed at a 25 basis point cut, not 50 basis points. Both headline and core CPI numbers at 2.9% and 3.1% met expectations, although we should note that both markers of inflation have risen since lows in April this year. In some senses, this should not be a surprise. Anecdotal evidence has suggested producers passing on price increases, and as we've noted recently, tariffs ultimately raise producer prices. And this is the burden that needs to be shared in some proportion of higher end consumer prices and lower producer margins. And neither is particularly good news. Now, pivoting away from the macro, sentiment has progressively weakened, with the latest AAII survey showing nearly 50% of survey participants bearish. And this is the most bearish reading since mid-May this year. And if we exclude the first quarter jitters, this reading is as bearish as the market bottom in November 2023. A classic case of a bull market being built on a wall of worry. And this bearish sentiment contrasts with an equity market that just remains very well bid, and in particular the AI ecosystem. What we appear to be seeing, in essence, is a two-speed market. The have-nots, as in the non-AI folks, are suffering in sync with the weak economy, while the haves, the AI ecosystem plays, are somewhat immune to the macro cycle. Does this mean that we can have a weak economic backdrop and yet have a strong equities market, since tech dominates market indices? Entirely possible, especially since some of the tech majors appear to have found a firm footing in recent days. In summary, the macro appears clear. There are stagflationary pressures that are building, and expect the Fed to resume cutting next week, but a 50 basis point cut is very unlikely. In the meantime, the AI ecosystem will probably chart its own bullish course, and along with that, for the market. This is Sunil Garg from Lighthouse Canton.